Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Wings of Liberty on Rocket Rabbit Commentaries. And in this episode, we will be continuing on with The Dig, as our Draken laser drill is attempting and very slowly making progress on the Xel'Naga Temple door. One thing that you need to know about siege tanks, and this is very important, so do not forget it. They deal splash damage to friendly units. They also deal splash damage in general, so it's very important that you remember that for when you're actually doing engagements with them.
Or at least, for God's sake, if you got to put young men in the line of fire, make sure they have a cute medic behind them that's talking sweet to them while she restores their HP.
Oh yeah. No, I mean, in the multiplayer, you switch out medics for medivacs instead, which we will be getting a bit later on in the campaign. But for most of the single player campaign, I just need the medics. I do believe we did a small jump cut there.
Yep.
In order
that was not a small one.
In order to build up these bunkers and to start throwing down additional supply depots and have the bonus objectives show up on the map. Like this one. Yes, you need to use the Draken laser drill in order to bore through the heavily ruined armor of these points, and you need vision on them in order to target it with the laser drill. Thankfully, boring through these doesn't actually take all that long. It's just something that you have to put up with. One of the things that I have not built yet in my base that I really should have considered building was an armory. Last mission, we got access to armory upgrades to make our vehicles slightly better with attack and defense upgrades. I really should have done that for this mission, and I think I end up doing it later on, but I haven't done it yet, and I really should have.
Been waiting on you.
It's one of those balancing acts with the timing of, between force development and research upgrades. Is that if your research has been lacking, you might have been putting your time into making lots of units.
Yeah.
If your unit production is lacking, then you may have put the time into research. So by the time you get those units, they'll be strong.
And then we're also solidifying our base defense here with some missile turrets, specifically because there's going to be an air raid shortly, and I would like to have my missile turrets up for that. We don't even get the air raid siren, but there we go. After using the laser drill on the three towers, we have successfully gotten all three of the Protoss relics. All right, yeah. Now we're building the armory.
Now they're pissed.
They are a bit pissy, but we could use the Draken laser drill here to take down the incoming Archons. And honestly, that's what I should be doing, but.
Develop your forces.
Yeah, we're doing more development of forces instead. You'll notice that the units that I'm actually using for picking up the relics were slightly different skins. That's because I used the Spartan Company and Warpig's Marines, which are the mercenaries that we picked up.
Armed and ready.
You might want to mount that siege cannon right there.
Yes, past Gerdat is stupid indeed.
Drilling through the door. One of the most boring jobs in StarCraft 2 is waiting for the laser to finish.
I don't know. I mean, it's definitely not an interesting job, sure, but but I wouldn't call it boring. Well, I would actually call it boring because that's what we're doing. We are boring through.
We've made that joke before.
We have made that joke before, but before I immediately recognized it, and this time I did not. It is sad. I should actually reposition these tanks slightly further back because as they are right on the cliff, if the enemy gets vision on them, they can start shooting at them immediately.
Yeah.
I end up not doing it and not needing to do it that much, except for one of the bottom waves that ends up taking down our siege tank over there. It will be sad when it happens.
Don't let your guard down.
What's that?
We also, I think it was this mission actually, got access to air upgrades. I won't start using the air upgrades until the very end of the campaign when I decide to switch out from using a Marine medevac to something significantly more expensive. This is us. This is us intercepting a building force.
Thermal barrier breached. The laser drill is now cutting through the core.
Yes, yes, yes. I was watching. I was actually wondering if there was going to be a 33% marker, because a lot of games do that. You know, you're 1/3 the way there. You're 2/3 the way there. You're there.
Look at all the Marines that we have. Honestly, I
Yeah.
should be producing additional vehicles like Goliath with my excess resources, but I don't need to, so I'm not doing it.
Uh-oh.
These are Colossi. These are one of the bigger robotic units that I recommend using the laser drill on. You don't need to take down the Colossi with the laser drill, but I recommend doing so because they are, you know, very large units, and they have, they don't honestly have all that much health, but they have a relatively high amount of shield. And using the laser drill on Archons is the other big thing that I recommend doing.
Yeah, they can make microing against them a little tedious.
Microing against Archons isn't usually that big of a deal, specifically because if they get their attack off, they're going to do spread damage any damn way, because that's what the Archon's basic attack is. Ooh, they brought a sentry.
Why the fuck are these Protoss just standing around doing
They're
nothing?
trying to build up a sizable force. I don't know why they're building up their sizable force in an area that we can see them. I mean, the obvious reason is because that way we can attempt to target them down with the Draken laser drill and take longer in this mission. But
Poo. 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 Why now?
That's fine.
Dear Lord.
and that force is repelled. So this next force should be coming into the bottom. I think it's this force that actually ends up taking down our siege tank down there.
Peppered, buttered, and roasted. Delicious.
Some pepper.
Put some cheese on it.
More Archons.
And again, they're just, oh my god. I guess they really wanted you to get that fucking door open because they're sure as hell making it easy.
Well, we are only on normal mode. I mean, on hard mode specifically, there's an Archon like in your base every minute or so.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
Well, no, actually, because Archons are significantly more taxing to make them an Archon every minute. Like, if you're not using the warp gate system, which I don't think that these particular Protoss units have access to, a High Templar takes approximately like 50 seconds to bring out, and then you have to merge two High Templar together in order to make an Archon. So, and
Here
the merging
comes the
process
tank.
takes another 30 or 40 seconds.
They're concentrating fire on the north and the south.
Yeah, but we've only
Same time.
20% left on the door. We're fine.
We gotta get more health on that siege tank.
Well, we could go repair it, but that would, no, I definitely should go repair it, but I'm choosing not to for some reason.
See, it's understanding that is a very important lesson in this game, is that as long as the unit is not destroyed, you should concentrate on salvage as part of your strategy. As
Well,
long
not
as
salvage,
the vehicle survives.
Not salvage, but instead of salvage, restoration/repair.
Right, salvage.
It's not salvage, though, because if the unit is destroyed, then you would be attempting to salvage it. But salvage is not actually a mechanic in StarCraft 2. Salvage is a mechanic in Total Annihilation, which I still hold as a superior RTS game. But no one will play Total Annihilation with me, so I can't play it with anyone.
Gotcha.
It would be nice if your own material, I mean, especially materials that had like a heavy, capital commitment. Like you should get a salvage cost. That's how that's how businesses keep, turning over equipment for new stuff. Is that it has a known prefix value at the time when it becomes totally useless, but it's a non-zero value.
Warp prisms. And they have been pushed back. Yay.
Spit wads and crickets, I say. The Draken laser drill.
I decided to focus down this Colossus, which forced the Zealots to come at me early.
Oh, you pissed them off.
We did piss them off, but it's a bad thing for them that we pissed them off. Yeah, as past Gerdat mentions, I think that that if you don't redirect the laser drill, it's supposed to take approximately 23 or 25 minutes in order to do this mission.
Jesus.
Mind you, the hard mode achievement for this is to use the laser drill to blow up, I think it's 30 buildings. And you can do it, too. You totally can. But using the laser drill specifically to blow up 30 buildings, just, it takes forever, man.
Yeah, it's an alternate win con because of course you're not going to go over to the door the next time. It would take you an hour and a half to do that. I like alternate win cons. Like, yeah, I didn't win the game, but I did something cool, and that in itself is its own little trophy.
No.
Okay, we are 90% through the door now.
Yep.
See, some people think watching paint dry is slow. How about watching paint fry?
Well, paint is actually combustible, isn't it? Well, sometimes.
Yeah, it's a petroleum product. It ignites.
Okay. Personally, I would not recommend setting your paints on fire, specifically because it's a very expensive use of hard to reobtain material.
No, I mean there are so much better things you can burn. You know, like pallets. You know somebody who's got pallets? Get some pallets over. Light them on fire. They make big flames.
Yes,
sometimes
Pastor,
all you need is a reliable pile of pallets.
7% remaining. Now, thankfully, the mission automatically ends once we're through the door. We don't actually have to do anything after that. But we are out of minerals to mine here. I mean, there is a secondary mineral base to the south that we can use, but like we didn't need to use it, so whatever.
99 bottles of beer on the wall, 99 bottles of beer. We shut the door, we need some more power to get through the goddamn door.
Less than 5% remaining.
Hey, there's a dude. Shoot him.
No! We want to finish this mission, damn it. We've been here for 28 minutes already.
Oh, the game tries to force a game over on me. Now I am the game forcing a game over on you. James Bond can't die.
For the record, James Bond totally
close.
can die. He's just choosing not to.
Breach of the doorway core is imminent. Structured access imminent.
It is our sacred duty to stop these defilers. Burn them to ash.
Tara Kalar.
You guys got about 60 seconds before we're all the way through. Come on.
Oh, tartar sauce.
That is a Stalker, 2 Zealots. That is a Stalker and 2 Zealots. That is not an advanced force.
Don't worry, SpongeBob, I'm coming back for you.
But yeah, this is where we lose our siege tank due to the Colossus lasers.
Oh, for Christ's sake, the mission is over. Like, the only thing that could stop us now is if we totally took the eye off the ball and just concentrated on them.
There, we got it.
Alright, it's over. We don't get to see the end of that little
skirmish.
Reactionary force.
Word of this sacrilege will echo across the stars.
Good.
The day of reckoning draws near.
It does,
This
but
is
it's got a
Donnie
full
V.
2 years away because Wings of Liberty was the first of 3 parts of StarCraft 2, and I absolutely hated that they did that to its release.
Vaporized by the Tal'Darim definitely counts as diminishing returns.
And in the next part,
we'll continue on with the Wings of Liberty campaign. I believe next we're going over. We're not doing. Nope, I don't know what mission we're doing next. Be safe, everybody.